When it comes to ultra short throw projectors, their ease of setup and impressive performance are often praised. These projectors offer the advantage of being placed extremely close to the screen, eliminating the need for complicated mounting or extensive room rearrangement. However, to appreciate the full potential of a UST projector, investing in a high-quality projection screen is crucial in our opinion. While it may be tempting to use any available surface like a wall or simple white sheet, doing so can compromise the projector's performance. A dedicated ALR screen which is specifically designed to optimize image reflection, color accuracy, and contrast will ensure you're getting the most out of your UST projector. We recently had the opportunity to review the VIVIDSTORM S Pro, which is a 100-inch motorized floor-rising UST ALR projection screen, and honestly, it's completely changed the way our UST projector looks compared to using our plain white screen. So we want to thank VIVIDSTORM for sending this out to us without any restrictions on what we say or the opinions expressed in this video. While unboxing, the first thing I noticed was just how well this screen is packaged. VIVIDSTORM definitely goes all out to ensure the screen gets to its location undamaged by overpacking it with lots of styrofoam, which is something I always like to see from manufacturers. The screen is also pretty portable, which is great for those who may need to move it around frequently, although it does feel a bit awkward to handle at times because of its size. Build quality is another thing that caught my eye right off the bat. The housing feels very sturdy while moving it around. The finish is also really nice and is available in two colors, black like the one we have here, and white, which you can check out on their website. The screen comes with two remotes. The black one is IR and has to be within line of sight of the built-in receiver. And the white remote uses RF, which can operate from anywhere as long as you're within range. Both remotes also come with batteries installed and mounting brackets. You also get a USB trigger that, when plugged into the back of your projector, will raise the screen while powering on the projector and lower it when powering off. And because you really don't want to be touching the screen if you get something on it, VIVIDSTORM includes a brush for cleaning. You also get a couple of adjustment tools, which I'll touch on in a minute. And finally, you get a power cord. Now, if for some reason you can't find either of the remotes, you can operate the screen with this switch on the left side. And of course, you have to plug it in using the included power cord and make sure the power switch is in the on position. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and raise the screen to see how long it takes to fully open. But before I do that, I want to make sure that these feet are turned out so the screen will be as stable as possible. With that done, let's go ahead and open it up. And it looks like it took about 25 seconds and seemed to be relatively quiet as it was going up and down. One feature I really like is the tab tensioned rope design. It does a great job keeping the screen uniform, which ensures the screen will remain perfectly flat and smooth while in use. Looking at the back side, you can see these beefy scissor-like arms that use heavy braided cables to support the screen. The unit will raise the frame until it reaches its final height, and then it'll lower slightly to get rid of any wrinkles. If the screen ends up being too high for your projector or your taste, you can use the included tools to adjust the stop height by removing these rubber plugs located on top of the far left side. The included instruction manual goes over this and everything else you'll need to know to set up the screen properly. One of the standout features of the VIVIDSTORM S Pro ALR CLR screen is its advanced ambient light rejecting technology. It effectively minimizes ambient light interference from the top and sides, allowing for a very clear and vibrant image even in well-lit environments. It accomplishes this by using a sawtooth-like structure that only allows light from below the screen to reflect back to the seating area. Any light from the top and sides is reflected away from the viewer. This is a real game changer for those who prefer watching movies or playing games during the day or in rooms with windows. The screen comes with a 0.6 gain and a super wide 170-degree viewing angle, meaning that even if you have a really wide room or theater, everyone will be able to enjoy what's showing without any hot spots or color shifts. Setting up the screen along with our Bowmaker 4K projector was pretty straightforward. And this is where the included wireless trigger that I mentioned earlier came in handy. VIVIDSTORM claims the wireless trigger will work with 98% of the UST projectors out there. And this, in my opinion, is a great little addition to the screen that makes things way more convenient. Another noteworthy aspect of this screen was the improvement in blacks and contrast compared to the all-white screen. This improvement can be attributed to the fact that the white material on the previous screen caused black levels to be compromised due to light reflections from the ceiling and walls. And that's why it's essential to understand that achieving good black levels on a white screen is never going to happen unless you can completely black out the room with velvet or something similar. You also need to know that blacks from a projector are just the absence of light, so the nature of projecting a black image onto a white surface will result in something that looks more like a dark gray rather than a black. Now, as far as available sizes go, VIVIDSTORM offers this screen in sizes ranging from 72 inches diagonally to 120 inches. And as we mentioned earlier, we're testing out the 100-inch model for this review. And the size difference between the 100-inch screen and my 85-inch Sony was really amazing. You wouldn't think that just 15 inches would be that drastic, but because it measured diagonally, the screen is actually quite a bit bigger. Now, before I wrap up this video, there are just a couple minor drawbacks that we think you need to consider. The first one, in our opinion, is the power switch, which is on all the time and may be distracting if you're watching movies in a darker room. I also noticed that the side edges tend to curl out slightly, causing the image to appear slightly curved in these areas. While this might not be a deal breaker for many, it's something to keep in mind. And there's just one other issue. Although not directly related to the screen itself, we think it's also worth mentioning the fact that 100-inch TVs are starting to become a reality, and recently they've been priced far more competitively compared to similar UST setups. Now, of course, there are pros and cons to both, and one of the big advantages of going with a UST projector is you can go bigger just by getting a larger screen. So depending on when you see this video, if you're in the market for a 100-inch display, you might have to consider which one fits your needs better for the price. So in conclusion, the VIVIDSTORM S Pro Motorized Tensioned Floor Rising UST ALR Projection Screen is an excellent investment for anyone looking to create a great home theater experience for its asking price of $1,200. Its superb ambient light rejection and easy setup make it a standout choice for UST laser projectors. Whether the ceiling light is off or on, this screen delivers a great visual and truly immersive viewing experience. If you'd like to learn more about the VIVIDSTORM S Pro or any of the other screens they offer, we'll be sure to leave a link to VIVIDSTORM's website. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comments section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future content. And as always, have an awesome day.